welcome to Totino-Grace High School for Northwest Suburban Conference Softball, our first softball telecast of this cold and rainy spring so far here in 2022 on CCX Sports. It's the Champlin Park Rebels paying a visit here to Totino-Grace. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox. As you see, the Rebels have gotten 3 games in so far, going 2-1. The loss was to Centennial, the one of the favorites certainly in the Northwest Suburban, and for Totino, this will be just the second game that they have been able to get in. They lost their first one to Blaine. Very young Eagles team here. They've got some up-and-coming talent, but quite a few ninth graders in the lineup for Grace, and probably have to consider them the underdog here today, but we'll see how things shake out as actually one of the drier days that we've had so far here, but cooler than what it seemed it was going to be earlier in the day here, and got a little bit of a cool breeze as Champlin Park will get set to bat for the first time as Reese Remler steps in to lead things off. You see about 46 degrees here at game time. Remler stepping in, swing and a miss at the first pitch, strike one against Caroline Pollard, the freshman for Totino-Grace. Remler, young player as well, a ninth grader. It's gone 2 for 9 in their first handful of games, a couple of walks as well. Takes that one up high. That one is over for a strike. Rebels beat the Eagles 12-2 when they played a season ago. Grace coming off a 4-win season. Champlin Park was just under 500, a game under a year ago. That one missing low and away. And that one is up high, so Remler will draw a leadoff walk here to start the top of the first for Champlin Park. Maddie Gruen, the second baseman, will hit next as you get a look at their order here. Alyssa Blaska hitting third, then Emma Hewsom in left. Abby Meads, power hitting first baseman, Ava Parent. Riley Leonhardt, Caitlin Tillman, and the DP Natalie Warwa batting in the number 9 slot. So Maddie Gruen stepping in here against Pollard. Takes that one for a ball. Gruen, perfect so far, 2 for 2 as a hitter early this season, also a walk, has 1 run batted in. Runner is going, here's the throw down, not going to be in time, fielded up front of the bag a little bit there by the shortstop Scott, so Remler will swipe second here for Champlin Park. Her second steal early in this 2022 season. Cut and a miss there by Gruen. That one taken low. Nicely handled there by Mia Anderson behind the plate. Gonna lay that bunt down, but Gruen didn't square it up very well and bunts it fouled on the first base side. in the dirt there, and Gruen will draw a walk. So you get a look. That's Champlin Park's defense there. So Alyssa Blaska will step in now. One of the better hitters around the Twin Cities, and it's looked like it so far. She's hitting .750 in the early going here. 4 runs batted in. Throw down to third, and the ball gets away. Did she still get the tag on? Not quite. And so everybody will move up. They had a real shot at the runner there as Remler actually stopped. But the Eagles unable to make the clean play. Oh, yeah, and then it never was fully in her hand there as she made the tag. So second and third now for Blaska, which in a way for Champlin Park, you wonder, is this really a good thing? I think I would look at putting her on here. That one's going to be over for a strike. Blaska 3 doubles and a triple already among her hits. Drive this one up to short. It's going to score a run. Blaska will reach. Remler is in. Gruen stays at second. E6. And so first and second here for Champlin Park. Didn't really hit it all that hard. Scott just not quite able to come up with it. Did a good thing by not throwing that ball away, though, and also keeping the runner at second. But the run does score here, so 1-0 lead. Emma Hewsome is the batter. Hitting .375 in the early going here as that one's taken low. Hewsome has 1 double to her credit. Has knocked in a pair. Fouling this one. Ooh, somebody's Honda took one on the chin spoiler there. One run already in, runners at first and second, and no outs here for Champlin Park in the top of the first as Emma Hewsome batting. Takes that one inside for a ball. Coach Solwald for Grace was saying we don't have, we got some young players, but a lot of ninth graders who play a lot of softball in the summer, and they like softball, and they've got some talent. It's just going to take a little bit to, kind of get them gelling, and obviously playing against older players on quite a few of the teams here too. That one way up high. And so the bases will be loaded up now for the Rebels. Third walk. And Abby Meads will be the batter. A little conference here in the circle for Grace. Meads hitting .400 so far, 2 for 5, pair of singles. Good RBI opportunity here, although I got to believe she's going to make sure Pollard throws her a strike, as she's been struggling obviously with control early. Ball gets away but not far enough, and Anderson ran that one down pretty quickly. And really, with the way the inning's gone, there isn't a lot of reason to take any big gamble there if you're Champlin Park. Make them prove they can get some outs and don't give them a chance at an easy one there. So good base running there. Cut and a miss on that one. Popped up here. And the catch made by Anderson for the first out. So Meads popping out to the catcher there, and Ava Parent will bat now for Champlin Park. Ava hitting .300 so far. She's 3 for 10. Has a couple of runs batted in, and obviously a chance to add to that total here. That one over at the knees for a strike. And this one popped up as well. Can be playable and caught there by the third baseman Borders. And so Pollard battling back nicely to get a pair of outs here. And now Riley Leonhardt will be the batter, the pitcher for Champlin Park. She's 0 for 4 as a hitter so far this spring. Swings at the first pitch there and fouls it away. Boy, this would be big for Pollard if she's able to get out of this as rocky as this inning has been. If you could strand 3 here, it would be a nice little pickup for their Eagles, I would think. That one just misses for a ball. The return throw got away, but backed up there by Maddie Pollard, the second baseman. Had a ball briefly get in from an adjacent field there, so they had a quick stop to get that taken care of. Takes that one up. For the Champlin Park hitters here, I mean, you're eager to try and drive in these runs, but at the same time you've watched, a couple of your teammates walk here. You want to make sure you're swinging at strikes. Driven down the right field line and out of play. We're in the top of the first here. Champlin Park, 1 run on the board, but they've got the bases loaded, and the last 2 hitters have popped up right near home plate. Riley Leonhardt trying to come through. Drives this one out to center, and it's going to hang up and be playable and be caught by Bree Huth out there in center field. So a nice comeback there for the pitcher Pollard after some early control trouble. The Rebels get 1 run, no base hits. There was 1 error committed by TG, and they will strand 3. So a decent first inning for the Rebels that looked like it might be a lot more, as they'll end up with just that single run. And now Totino-Grace will get their first turn with the bats here this afternoon. And the batting lineup for Mike Solwald and the Eagles looks like this. Mia Anderson, the catcher, leading it off. And it's the pitcher Caroline Pollard, Addison Borders at third base, Nicole Scott, the shortstop, Maddie Pollard at second, Bree Huth in center, Grace Stika, the first baseman, Gary Krieger in right, and Macy Patton in left field, the lineup for Totino-Grace. And the defensive alignment for Brian Woodley's team here is you've got Remler, Blaska, Groon, and Meads around the infield, Emma Hewsome, Ava Parent, Emily Rosine in the outfield, Caitlin Tillman behind the plate. And doing the pitching for Champlin Park is Riley Leonhardt. They were telling me before the season they've got a deep staff, but obviously they've gone with Riley exclusively so far. She's got a lot of pitching innings over the last couple of years for them as well, and so far 2-1 and 1.11 ERA is in those 3 games. So not overpowering, but definitely a quality pitcher here. And we'll see what Grace is able to do against her. Anderson 0 for 2 and walked once in their first game against Blaine. Said one bad inning kind of made that score look a little wider maybe. As Blaine put 4 on the board and ended up winning it. Pulling away a little bit from the Eagles there, but both coaches were talking about it. It's a little hard to know so far. It's just, even the games they've gotten in, some of them have been so cold. It's a little bit hard to judge exactly what you got for the year so far, but obviously that's the same for everybody, and it's not terribly unusual in Minnesota softball, but I think this year feels like it's stretched out a little longer than most in terms of the cold weather. Anderson hacks that one foul. Lifting this one up onto the dugout foul. Two here to Anderson, leading off the bottom of the first here for Totino-Grace. Eagles trailing Champlin Park 1-0. And a little spinner down the first baseline. It is a fair ball, and Meads will just step on the bag. That time the spin didn't help Anderson, as instead of maybe going foul there, it just hugged that line and right to Meads. And that becomes one of the easier putouts that Meads will have. Yeah, it was just right on that chalk line, so correctly called fair there. So Caroline Pollard will step in for Grace. She also was 0 for 2 with a walk in their first time on the field against Blaine. That one is over for a strike. Half swing there is a strike on Anderson. Or excuse me, on Pollard. Missed away with that one. So account running full here to Pollard with Addison Borders on deck for Grace in this bottom of the first. And she was able to hold up, so that is ball 4. Pollard will draw the walk. And let's see if we'll have a courtesy runner here. We will. Ellie Moxness will run at first for the pitcher Pollard, and Addison Borders getting set to hit here for TG. Borders was 1 for 3 with a 1 RBI against Blaine. Had a good cut at that one, fouls it back. Not wind-free today, but compared to most of the recent days, that's the one thing that is much better today. It's gray still, and it's not real warm, but the wind is not nearly as bad as it's been some of the recent days that even trying to get practice in, I think, has been just a struggle for these teams. That one is in the dirt. Moxness not going to take a gamble there. Is a pretty good job blocking it. Tillman doing good work back there for the Rebels. That one missing outside. So full count pitch here to Borders. Comes with a changeup, and Borders stuck with it. Fouls it away. Borders, another of those talented freshmen. And that one's a called third strike. So Leonhardt will win the battle there. She comes back to get Borders for out number 2. And Scott will be the hitter as you get another look at this pitch. Borders was thinking maybe she was going to get a walk there, but no go. Scott had a healthy cut but didn't get it. Strike 1. She was 0 for 2, had a walk in their first game. Good cut there and fouled straight back. That was a big out for Leonhardt to get the number 3 hitter on strikes there. Kind of changed the complexion of the inning. Now you got, okay, there's still a runner on, but 2 outs. If you should put her on there, it would have been tough. That one's going to be through the left side for a base hit. First hit of the game for either team is Nicole Scott. Able to ground that one through the left side. No real chance to get to that one for either Remler or Blaska. So Maddie Pollard now will be the hitter, the second baseman for Totino. Was 0 for 1 in their opener. But a good opportunity here with a couple on. Try and tie the score up. Taken for a ball. Cutting a miss, throw down to first. Now they've got a chance at getting the runners here, and there's the tag out. And Remler said, sorry, I didn't mean to push it down there, but I noticed on the previous pitch that the runner on first was, with Meads, the first baseman up, was really taking a lot of leeway getting out there a ways, and that kind of put the lead runner, Moxness, in a tough spot, and she ends up being thrown out. So the inning ends here. The Eagles threaten but don't score. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left aboard. After an inning, it's 1-0 Champlin Park.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Welcome back here to Totino-Grace High School in Fridley. Champlin Park leading Totino-Grace 1-0 here. Northwest Suburban softball on CCX Sports. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jay Wilcox. Rebels getting 1 in the top of the first, although it sure looked like they might get more than that as they had the bases loaded, and then Caroline Pollard got 3 hitters in a row. Pop out to the catcher, pop out to the third baseman, and then a fly to center. So Caitlin Tillman, the catcher, will step in here for Champlin Park to lead off the second. And she pops this one in the air. Anderson not able to get it, and then it spins foul. So it will be just a foul ball there. Tillman is hitting .222, 2 for 9 in their first 3 games there. Anderson, obviously she would have liked to catch that one, but at least didn't, touch it in fair territory and then make it a chance for a gift single there. And that one fouled out of play. Rebels having a little trouble squaring anything up so far against Pollard, as they've been getting underneath and popping things up on a pretty consistent basis. That one taken up high for a ball by Tillman. Or the DP will hit next, and then the top of the order for Champlin Park. And that one down low, so 2-2 now. Fouls another one back. Lifts this one out to center field and running in to make the catch there. Nice job by Huth to stay with that one. And so 1 out here in the second, and Warrow will be the batter. She had to come in hard and then realize, okay, I'm just about there. And I don't think it's, the field's this early in the season. The grass hasn't had much time to grow yet either. I think footing is a little bit of a question. Pop up here down the first baseline. It's going to be foul as both players kind of backed away from it. Tahara Stika and Maddie Pollard looked like they were both kind of waiting for the other to take that one. And fortunately for Grace, it ended up foul. Although that's one that, they're hoping doesn't come back to haunt them, because it really should have been an out. Orwa driving this one out to center, but it's going to hang up. And Huth has been busy. The last 3 batters going back to the end of the first inning, all hitting the ball out to the center fielder, Ree Huth. And that one was hit pretty well. I think probably the best hit ball so far for Champlin Park, certainly there. More of a liner, but able to stay with it. And now the top of the order, Reese Remler will come up here for CP. She walked her first time up and has scored the game's only run. Takes that one for a ball. And fouling this one out of play. And this one driven out to deep center, but it's going to hang up. And guess who? Bree Huth makes all 3 putouts in this inning. You don't see that too often. The center fielder busy out there in the outfield here this afternoon. So after an inning and a half, it is still 1-0 Champlin Park here on CCX.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
Look at some of the fans on hand for this one here today. We are at Totino-Grace High School, Champlin Park, visiting the Eagles here. 1-0 Rebels as we go to the bottom of the second. Maddie Pollard will be back up at the plate for Totino-Grace here, as she was at bat when the lead runner, Moxness, was thrown out trying to advance to third, although I don't think it was really her idea. The runner behind her ran her into that out pretty much. There's a strike here to Pollard. Fouls that one on a bunt attempt. Pretty good reaction down there at third by Remler as she was closing fast. An awkward swing there and a miss, and Leonhardt will get her second strikeout of the day. One gone here in the bottom of the second, and Bree Huth will be the batter. Bree has been awful busy out there in center, as we mentioned. She's a junior, went 0 for 3 in their opener, and that one got her to chase. You know, sometimes you get 2 strikes and you start feeling like you have it in your head so much, I've got to protect, that you kind of go after anything there, and that's what happened to Pollard. First pitch, swing and a miss there for Bree Huth. Who was 0 for 3 in their opener. Blaska, I think that was a catch in the air there, they signaled. They threw to first just to be sure, but either way it is an out. So 2 gone, and Grace Sticka will be the batter. Grace was 0 for 1 in the first game of the season for the Eagles. Cut and a miss at that one. Leonhardt hoping to mow him down quick here. She had a little bit of a battle in the first, walked one hitter and then gave up a single to Scott. Rip and a miss there. I think the challenge for Leonhardt too on a day like today, you're not facing one of the teams that you're, that familiar with a lot of the hitters, or one of the teams that's, got a big reputation or whatever, but you still want to mix your pitches up. There's a grounder to short. Blaska throwing across there to Meads. Grace Sticka is out 6-3. Eagles are done in the second. No runs, no hits, and no one left. After 2 innings here, we remain at 1-0 Champlin Park.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
Champlin Park about to hit here in the top of the third. It'll be the 2-3-4 hitters, Grun, Blaska, and Emmett Hewsome for the Rebels, as they put one on the board in the first. And again, it looked like they might get a lot more than that, as they went walk, walk, error, walk, but then left the bases full as 3 hitters in a row popped up. Well, the last one a fly out, but hit the ball in the air. So they're probably feeling in their dugout that we let Pollard off the hook a little bit in that inning. And on the Grace side, though, you're thinking, wow, nice job to get back out of that and keep it at 1. Grun was one of those hitters who walked in the first inning. Got as far as third, but then was left stranded. And drives this one out to center. Huth arranging over and makes another catch. Everybody else out there is probably thinking like, gosh, I'd like to get a ball hit to me sometime, but that is 5 hitters in a row that have flied to center now. One of them more of a liner, but very busy out there in the outfield is Huth. So here's Alyssa Blaska. Blaska knocked one down to short her first time up. Had to rule it an error, certainly, but a run batted in. Blaska, very dangerous hitter, as we said, batting .750 coming in. One of those hitters that you're almost surprised when they don't get a hit. Obviously, you can't always get on, but certainly a quality batter. Takes that one for a strike. Little foul on the third base side there. Talked about a little bit earlier, they've kind of really had trouble squaring anything up against Pollard. Just, one fairly well hit liner to center, and a couple of these fly balls have gone a ways, but they've been up in the air. This one, that one's going to be through, as Maddie Pollard will be charged with the error there. So hit that one fairly well, but kind of right through the wicket, so got to give it an error. And now Emma Hewsome will bat. See if they might be thinking about running Blaska here. She has 1 steal so far, and certainly a candidate to try and move her up that way. She is going, and the pitch is way high also. Blaska will round second, but hang on there. Give her a stolen base on that one, even though she would have advanced anyway, but she was going and had a good jump. Hewsome fouls this one right field side. way up high with that one. Rebels trying to kind of break things open a little bit here. Obviously, we're still at 1-0. I'm sure, as I said, they were thinking that first inning was going to be a bigger one than it turned into, and then went 1-2-3, though, in the second. That one over at the knees for a strike. And knocks that one. Oh, a great diving stop. Not going to have any play, but boy, that was a tremendous play by Scott to keep that one in the infield. An infield single for Hewsome, but a very nice diving play there and kept Blaska from scoring as she'll stop at third. Boy, just laid out for that one, and I think a nice job of realizing she wasn't going to have, a play to make there and not get up and wildly throw it away was also a smart job. So Mike Sowald coming out, and I think right now probably the talk here more is strategy with runners at first and third. What do we want to do if that runner breaks from first? Are we just going to concede that base so that we don't let Blaska score? Or there's a look at Brian Woodley, the Rebels head coach. Probably that's one thing with the way the weather has been too. I probably haven't gotten to work on situational kind of things all that much yet. I mean, you're mainly just hoping to get some throwing and catching and a little BP in. Abby Meads will hit. Again, runners at first and third. And heading to second, as Hewsome was trying her best to draw a throw. And they will just let her move up. So no stolen base there, but we'll take second. So runners at second and third now for Meads. Takes that one for a ball. Meads came up with the bases full the first time up and then popped out to the catcher. She would love to hit something straight and hard and drive in a pair here. Takes that one for a strike. Infield playing back here for Totino-Grace for the most part. They're up a little bit, but I don't think they're, unless the ball is hit right at the corners, that they're going to have a real good shot at cutting the run down. And this one lofted out to left field and hit a long way, and it's going to be at the base of the fence. It'll score a pair, and Meads will be in at second with a long double for Champlin Park. As Patton went back for that one, had a little trouble with it, but I don't know if she really would have had a realistic shot to get it anyway. And so 2 runs will score on the double for Meads, and it's 3-0 Rebels. Didn't quite get it out of the park, but obviously hits this one a long way. And Patton reaching up, not able to get there. And this one hit well out to left field, and that one's to about the same spot as Ava Parent will hit a double and score another run for the Rebels. Not sure what Meads was doing there. She slowed up around third like she was going to stop. And she got briefly confused, but anyway, Parent will drive in a run. So back-to-back doubles for Champlin Park, and they're kind of thinking, okay, this is more like it. We're starting to figure things out a little bit here against Pollard. Leonhardt will be the batter. And she hits that one up the middle. Another diving stop. Throw to first base. Not quite in time as Leonhardt beats it out. It was still another great play by Scott. Be an infield single there for Leonhardt, and they are going to run for her. Boy, this is two really good stops, though, by the shortstop, Scott, and came up throwing, didn't quite get her. Amanda Cottsmith is going to be the runner at first as Tillman steps in. Runners at first and third now for Champlin Park. They've put 3 on the board in the inning. They lead 4-0. Runner from first is going. They will throw to third, but Parent was not fooled. So Cottsmith in at second now. Tillman, who flied to center her first time up. As we said, the Rebels have started to hit the ball a little farther, straightening out a little bit more, and it's resulted in a pair of doubles in a row there, and that infield single followed by Leonhardt, despite a great stop by the shortstop. In the dirt, and a nice dig there by Anderson. Taken low for a ball there. That is up high, so Tillman will draw the walk. And they have another courtesy runner situation here as Tillman will be replaced. This will be Hannah Hewsome coming in to run. So bases loaded now for the Rebels. They've already scored 3 in this inning, and Natalie Warrow will be the batter. Lifting this one might be trouble, and coming in, the catch is made. Runner tags from third, and now they'll throw late to second. So both runners will move up as Krieger comes in to make the catch, or all 3 runners, I should say. Be a sacrifice fly. Perrin scoring. The mistake there for Grace, though, was allowing those next 2 runners to move up. So Remler will be the batter here for Champlin Park, now leading at 5-0 and still 2 in scoring position. So they batted around. Remler, the 9th batter of this inning. And lofts this one out to center. Huth coming on. You don't want to hit it to her. She's made a lot of plays out there and makes the catch. And so the inning is done, but Champlin Park breaking through with a 4-run inning here. So as we go to the bottom of the third, it is Champlin Park 5, Totino-Grace 0. Champlin Park breaking it open with a 4-run top of the third as they now lead it by a score of 5-0. We go to the bottom of 3 here. Totino-Grace will have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up. Krieger, Patton, and then Anderson. Krieger 0 for 1 in their first game. Takes a strike here, so Leonhardt staked to a much bigger lead now at 5-0. Eagles went out 1-2-3 in the second after getting a couple aboard in the first against Leonhardt. Fouling that one away is Krieger. Missed high and away with that one. So it'll run full here to Krieger. Fought that one off, kind of a defensive swing, but stays in there. Cold day like that, you don't want that one hit in your hand. And there's a called third strike. So Leonhardt coming back with the strikeout, her third, and Patton will be the hitter now for Totino-Grace. Catches the outside corner there, or close enough anyway, the umpire says, and Krieger caught looking, so Patton, another of those freshmen in this Grace lineup, had a swing and a miss there. Patton had a good first game, 2 for 3. Drove in a run. Falls behind 0-2 here though. And a cut and a miss, and back-to-back strikeouts to begin the third here for Leonhardt. And now Anderson will hit. Look at that strikeout there. It's kind of had her back on her heels a little bit. Anderson looks at that one for a ball. She hit that little grounder that stayed right on the chalk line and grounded out to first in her first at bat. Little tapper there, back to Leonhardt, fires it over to Meads, and another 1-2-3 inning work there for Leonhardt for Champlin Park. Eagles in the third, no runs, no hits, and no one left. After 3 innings here in Fridley, it is 5-0 Champlin Park.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
And welcome back here. Good enough to get a ball game in today, but still not great weather yet. But the fans bundled up with the stocking cap and blanket on, and we go to inning number 4 here. Maddie Gruen, Alyssa Blaska, Emma Hewsome will bat for Champlin Park as they scored 4 in the third. It was actually their first 4 hits. They scored a run without a hit in the first inning, and then after a flyout and an error, then got single, double, double, single, and then later a sacrifice fly mixed in there as well. So Gruen flied out to the center fielder, as we kind of joked about it. Huth has been very busy in center for Totino-Grace. 6 putouts out there for her through 3 innings. Gruen looks at ball 1. And a little flare out just to the edge of the infield and hauled in there by Maddie Pollard for out number 1. Looked like for a moment there was a chance that one was going to go just over reach of her glove there, but got back far enough. A lot of backspin on those. Sometimes those are a little harder than they look, but she stayed with it. Alyssa Blaska will bat now for Champlin Park. Blaska's been on both times, both on errors. Takes that one for a ball. Had a big rip, but didn't get it. Fouls this one back. Two count here with 1 out in the top of the 4th. Nobody on here for the Rebels. And this one hit hard down the left field line. It's a fair ball. Blaska's going to get 2 out of it. And there is a double for Alyssa Blaska. Just went with that pitch and drove it hard down the left field line. Good work by Patton to get over there and hold her to 2, but that was going to be at least a double as soon as it hit in fair territory. Blaska runs well also. Eagles get it back in pretty quick. Here's Emma Hewsome stepping up. Just fair down that line. And Hewsome drilling one to center. Huth will make the catch. Blaska bluffing the tag, but will hang on. And so now 2 gone here in the 4th, and Abby Meads will bat for Champlin Park. That ball hit pretty well by Hewsome. Those are the kind that you say, well, I'm disappointed I got it out, but I'm not disappointed in the contact I made there. Some of the earlier ones were kind of more lazy fly balls, if you will, but that one was pretty solidly hit. Meads doubled to the fence and drove in a pair last time and then scored on a double by her teammate Parent coming up right after her. You kind of hope and you figure that your middle spots in your order are going to be doing some good things, driving in runs, and that's what happened last time up. And this one is hit very hard. That'll be a gapper. Blaska will score. Meads digging into second and will be in with her second straight double. And the Rebels now lead it 6-0. Hit this ball very hard to the gap. So Meads coming through with another two-bagger here. The only thought here was, did she hit it too hard and that they'd have a chance to get her going into second, but able to make it there as that ball cut off. So Ava Parent will bat, and her hope would be to try and do the same again here, as last time ripped a double. There's a strike. Having a little difficulty with the scoreboard here at the field. They first put up 6 runs for Totino, then they took them back off to 0, but then added 6 more for Champlin Park instead of now showing it at 11-0, which obviously is not correct. I'm going to start it over. Parent down the third base line, but foul. So Rebels now with 4 doubles over the last 2 innings. Talked about earlier having a little trouble squaring balls up, but not anymore. They've hit some very hard balls in those last 2 innings. Still, if you're the Rebels here, you want to be greedy, and not, you still got somebody in scoring position. Say, let's bring them in as well. Another one foul down that third base side. Ryan Woodley, also a football coach with Champlin Park. And that'll be a called third strike. So Pollard comes back to get out of it. She gets Parent on strikes. The Rebels do add 1 run in the inning, though. 1 run on a pair of hits, both doubles. There were no errors and 1 left to board here. So 6-0 Champlin Park. See the line score there as Champlin Park leading it 6-0 here as we go to the bottom half of inning number 4. It'll be the 2-3-4 hitters coming up for Totino-Grace. There's a strike to Caroline Pollard, who walked her first time up. Just missed with that one, 1-1. Able to hold up there, so 2 balls and a strike. That's over for strike 2, so now 2-2 count here to the Grace pitcher leading off the bottom of the 4th. Borders will bat next. Just missed there, so the count running full. And a cut and a miss, and Leonhardt ends up winning that battle. 5th strikeout for Riley so far, and Borders will be the hitter. Another look, comes back. Nice pitch there to get the job done. So Borders, who took a called 3rd strike her first time up, steps in. Lifting this one down the right field line, but foul. Hit that one quite a ways. Had a good cut there and fouled that one back. Borders, you know, she's had some nice swings out there. I mean, you get the feeling she's a good, confident, competent hitter in there. Even just fouling it back looked good there. And then she follows up with a solid line drive single to center. So makes me look good making that point just as she drills one there, as really hit that one hard. You could see she was just right on it timing-wise. So Scott will be the batter here for Totino-Grace. 1 on, 1 out. And Scott had a single in the first inning. The only Grace hit prior to that one that we just saw from Borders. Scott has also made 2 really nice diving stops in the infield. Now, she didn't end up getting outs on either of them, but still tremendous glove work. Lead on that one. Yeah, and a big rip and a miss there too. So now Leonhardt trying to see if she can't put Scott down, the cleanup hitter for the Eagles. Up high with that one. And a cut and a miss, and Leonhardt again dances with around trouble a little bit there and comes back to get the strikeout. So now 2 gone, and Maddie Pollard will be the hitter. Kept that ball away from her a little bit. Pollard was a strikeout victim her first time up, so Leonhardt trying to work out of a, I don't know if you call it a jam, but Borders getting that 1 out single. Nice stop there by Tillman. There's Borders, hoping not to be stranded there at first after ripping a solid line single up the middle. And that one foul past third. Tapper to third, throw to first, close play, did not get her. Rimler thought she had her, but Pollard got out of the box quick and beats it out for an infield single. So the inning stays alive. Third is a tough spot to play. That was close. But Pollard just beating it. Bree Huth, the batter. And a little soft liner. This might be a tough play for Meads. Throw in time. Nice job to get over and cover there as well. And that's a good read by the second baseman, Gruen, to get there. So the Eagles threaten but don't score in the fourth inning. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left aboard. So it's 6-0 Champlin Park after 4. We head to inning number 5 here at Totino-Grace. Champlin Park leading it by a score of 6-0. The bottom third of the order coming up here for the Rebels as Riley Leonhardt, the pitcher, will lead things off for Champlin Park. Riley, a fly to center and a single. And this one driven out to right field, but it hangs up. And a nice catch made there. That's Kate Collins now in right field for Totino-Grace. And welcome to the game, Kate, as she gets one right away. And liner. Again, those can be a little tricky. I was impressed by the way she handled that one. Sometimes those hard liners hit right at you as an outfielder. Again, maybe not as easy as they appear, because a lot of times they're sinking on you a little bit too, and that's what makes it tougher than a ball hit like right at the second baseman or right at the first baseman. Tillman knocking it down to short. A little bit of a high throw, but still able to hang on to the bag nicely there. So 2 gone here in the 5th. And Warrow will be the batter. Scott's made some good plays today. That was another one. I mean, it wasn't a diving like the other, but had to come up cleanly with that ball and did. Warrow had a sacrifice fly last time around. Flied to center in the second inning. Lifting this one up to short right, and that one is going to be in off the glove of Moxness, who's come in to play second. Yeah, it's kind of a tweener. I'm going to be generous and call that one a single there. Is kind of fighting the wind there going back on that ball's Moxness, so we'll not give her an error there, call that a hit. Or will be aboard, and Remler the batter, and she lifts it out to left field. And that one is going to fall in between. Now here's the throw to the plate. Not in time, and a run will score. Wow, Warrow with 2 outs never was hesitating, and she will make it all the way around from first. Remler in at second. And I guess we'll call this a double. I mean, it's a play that should be made, but both outfielders kind of coming together there, and it's a hard one. So 7-0 Rebels, and Groon, no, it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Mahalia Foster is going to bat. Foster lifting one out to center, and this one's going to hang up enough for Huth to make the grab on this one. So the inning comes to an end. The Rebels do get one run on a couple of hits. No official errors, at least by my generous scoring, but a couple plays that maybe should have been made. And they leave one. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-0 Rebels. Bottom of the 5th here from Totino-Grace. The Eagles will have their 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up, trailing Champlin Park now 7-0 as Grace Sticka, the first baseman, getting set to bat here for TG. She grounded to short her first time up. Just a quick glance around. Rebels, they obviously, I don't know if they're re-entering. It looks like there's more changes actually for Totino as in the field the last time around, but official trying to keep all that, umpires keep that straight. I'm going to have to scold the center and right fielder here wearing the jacket. Not sure who that is out there anymore with numbers covered up. Obviously easy to understand why, but oof, fouling that one off of catcher Tillman there. I'm sorry, not Tillman in there anymore. That's Ashley Liveringhouse behind the plate now. Oops, we had a ball from the other field get into play a little bit there again, so they stopped Leonhardt before she could bring that pitch. Outside there to Sticka. Lifts this one up. One gone here in inning number 5. That's Groon sticking with that one. This will be Moxness batting here. Is batting in the number 8 spot. She came in and playing second base, but they did a little flip-flop, and so she is in the 8 spot where Kruger was originally. Chased one down there. And taps that one foul at the plate. And keeps battling there. Moxness fouls that one away. Down to second. And an easy flip over to first there for Gruen. So she has a couple of plays, one in the air, one on the ground to start the inning. 2 gone. And Lauren Grabowski will be the batter here for Totino-Grace. Her first at bat, as they've pretty much put everybody in that they've got with them on the varsity today, it looks like. Grabowski had 1 at bat in the Blaine game, 0 for 1. Looks at a strike there. Leonhardt trying to have her third 1-2-3 inning in 5 innings. That one's over for a strike. Rip and a miss, and down on strikes goes Grabowski. So Leonhardt does in fact get that 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, and no one left for TG in the 5th. We've completed 5 here in Fridley, and it is 7-0 Champlin Park.
I'm a first-generation Filipino American. You don't always feel you're a part of the country you live in. It's this weird middle space sometimes that you have to live inside of. But when you meet others that are also living in that space, you'll learn to know that it's its own unique space too.
Welcome back here to Totino-Grace as we head to the top of the 6th. The Rebels of Champlin Park will have their 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up. Blaska getting set to step in against Pollard. Cut and a miss there by Blaska, who doubled last time up, reached on errors the first 2 plate appearances. And drives this one deep to center field. It's to the base of the fence. Blaska's going to get at least 2. Yeah, she'll hang in there right on second with a double. So back-to-back doubles for Blaska now. And Emma Hewsome will be the hitter. Thought for a moment that one might have a chance to get out, but ends up short hopping the fence there. Hewsome at a walk her first time up, then a single, and then a fly to center. Takes a strike there. And that one in the dirt. Blaska will advance to third. Pitch way up high. Pollard doesn't want to give in here and throw something too good, but at the same time, you don't want to, get things rolling with more walks. That hurt her early in the game. And that is indeed a walk. Hewsom's going to keep on going. They try and draw a throw and see if they can't score Blaska here. No, nice job by Grace. They didn't panic, and Hewsom will be chased back to first. So Abby Meads will step up. She has smoked the ball the last 2 times up, a couple of doubles. Knocked in 3. Hits this one hard on the ground. It's knocked down. They'll get the out at second, and they get a double play out of it. Wow, a run will score, but fortunate and good play both there for Totino-Grace as Moxness knocked that one over to Scott. It was close to whether she was still on the bag there at second. They give her the benefit of the doubt, and she comes up throwing. Very unusual 4-6-3 double play. So the run scores, but Grace getting 2 big outs there, and now Ava Parent will hit. Parent a swing and a miss at that changeup. Got a little chuckle out of that one. Foul past third there. Takes that one up high for a ball. Boy, getting that double play really changed the complexion of the inning. I mean, the Rebels, I'm sure, thought that they were going to just kind of keep the train rolling there, and to not just get the out at second, but to get a pair there was really big for Grace. And the Eagles were so excited by the double play that whoever was ever doing the scoreboard didn't realize that a run scored on that one. They have failed to add that one onto the board here at the park. And Parent will draw a walk. Leonhardt will be the batter. Takes a strike there. Runner is going. Throw down is going to be in time. Nice tag applied too by Scott. So they will get Parent stealing to end the inning. For Champlin Park in the 6th, they get 1 run on 1 base hit. No errors, and courtesy of that throw out, no one left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 8-0 Champlin Park.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
8-0 Champlin Park as Riley Leonhardt takes her warm-up tosses for the bottom of the 6th inning for the Rebels, and she has had a solid day for sure here for Champlin Park. Again, not somebody who overpowers you that you're scared to get up there and face, but she's just done a great job striking out 7 Eagles in a variety of ways too. And obviously the biggest thing is the 0 on the board, but some impressive Ks at some good times as well. Has had 3 1-2-3 innings out of the 5. And then allowed a couple of base runners in the 1st and a couple in the 4th, but obviously no runs have come across yet for Totino-Grace. Anderson will lead it off here, the top of the order for the Eagles here in the 6th. And looking to bunt her way on. Throw across is in time. Nicely handled there by the Rebels as Remler comes up throwing to get her out. Not a bad idea to try that, and it wasn't too bad a bunt, but handled flawlessly there, and now Caroline Pollard will bat for the Eagles. Looks at a strike here. High and in with that one. Missed outside. And Pollard fouls this one back. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And gets her on the changeup for strikeout number 8 for Riley Leonhardt. 2 gone here in the 6th, and Borders will be the hitter. Mixing in the changeup there, and there's a strike. Borders caught looking at a 3rd strike her first time up, and then drove a nice single up the middle last time. Catches the outside corner with that one as well. And tap that one foul. Tried to get it a chase there, so it's 2-2. Borders trying to keep this inning alive here for the Eagles. And lifting this one, it's off the glove of Meads, and Borders will reach safely. Give that one a base hit, I think. It was not a real easy play over her head. So Scott will be the hitter. looks at a ball up there. Scott singled in the first inning and then strikeout victim in the fourth. That one is over for a strike. That one popped out of play, so now the count will run full here to Scott. And there's ball 4. Second walk issued by Leonhardt, and the last one came way back in the first inning. So Collins will be the hitter. Collins batting in the spot, she's playing out in right field, but batting in the spot vacated by Maddie Pollard. Collins was 0 for 2 in their opener. This is her first at bat in this one. Did make a nice catch in right after coming into the game. I'm sure she's not trying to, but Champlin Park right now probably thinking, Riley, why are you nibbling here? We're up 8-0 and just shoot strikes. There's strike. Yeah, that one misses, so the bases will be loaded as Collins draws a walk. And Bree Huth will be the batter as the Eagles, their best scoring opportunity here coming in the bottom of the 6th. And that one is up and out of the zone. Huth has had a busy afternoon in center field and then had a line out in the 2nd and a ground out in the 4th. That one is a strike, so 1-1. Leonhardt has had good control today, but now back-to-back walks here in the 6th and in danger of losing Huth as well. That one is over for a strike. And a rip and a miss, and Leonhardt gets out of trouble here in inning number 6. So for Grace, no runs, 1 hit. Nowhere as they leave the bases loaded here. We go to inning number 7. It is 8-0 Rebels here on CCX.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
We head to inning number 7 here at Totino-Grace. Champlin Park leading it by a score of 8-0. The Rebels will have the bottom third of the order coming up here against Caroline Pollard as they try and put the finishing touches on a win. Hannah Hewsome is going to bat for Leonhardt here to lead off the 7th in this 7th spot in the order. Hannah 1 for 1 as a hitter so far this year. Try and get the inning started right here for the Rebels. Don't know this for sure, but I kind of guess that Leonhardt will probably re-enter and pitch the 7th for Champlin Park, but maybe not. That one nips the outside corner, so 2-1. Leaves that one up high. So 3-1 to Hannah Hewsome, leading off the 7th here for Champlin Park. And there's ball 4. Ashley Liveringhouse will now get her first at bat here for the Rebels. Came in defensively in the catcher spot for Tillman and now gets her first time with the bat. Oh, that one bounced away into the umpire. And Hewsome will advance on to second. I don't think the catcher got any of this one right up into the umpire. And that one might have hurt a little bit. Liveringhouse is 1 for 5 as a batter so far this year and also at a walk. Down to third. Throw across is in time. Now back over to third, but not going to be in time to keep Hewsome from advancing. So Liveringhouse out 5-3. 1 gone. And Rosine will bat here. She's going to, is the right fielder, the flex player, now going to bat for Warwa in this 9th spot. So Emily Rosine getting her first chance with the bat, although it had been in the game defensively. Takes a strike. Rosine 0 for 7 as a hitter this year, but would like to change that here. Hard liner up the middle. That'll be a base hit to score the run. And Rosine has her first hit of the season, and it knocks in Hannah Hewsome to make it 9-0 Rebels. Solid line drive there. So Remler will bat here for Champlin Park. that one will get away. So Rosine advancing to second on the pass ball there. Takes a strike there. And that is a liner out to right, and it's going to get through. It'll score another run. Remler digging around for third. And she will be in. So score that one a triple for Remler. Probably Collins should have, backed up. That was a tough one. I don't think she was going to make the catch either way, but probably should have played it a little bit safer and tried to back up and take it on a hop there. Instead went for the catch, a shoestring catch, and didn't get it. So Gruen is the batter here for Champlin Park with a 10-0 lead. That one gets away, and a run will score as Remler in on the wild pitch to make it 11-0. And that's ball 4. So Gruen will draw the walk. Blaska will get another opportunity. Has doubled each of her last 2 times up. Big cut there, but didn't get it. Knocks it foul down the third base side here. It's underneath this one, and drifting back to make the catch is Scott. That'll be out number 2. First time they've actually retired Blaska today. And Emma Hewsome will be the hitter now for Champlin Park. On the ground, it gets away from Pollard. Throw to first base, not in time. So Hewsome will be aboard. Yeah, score that one as an error on the pitcher there. Comebacker, so first and second now, and Meads will step up again here for the Rebels. Meads hit into a very unusual double play last time up. The second baseman Moxness dove and knocked the ball over to the shortstop, who stepped on second and then fired to first quickly. That was after back-to-back booming doubles, though, by Abby Meads, her previous two at-bats. Lifts this one high in the air to center field, and Huth coming over and will make the catch. And that'll be the third out. So the Rebels tack on three more. We go to the bottom of the seventh. It's 11-0 Champlin Park.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Champlin Park leading it now 11-0, but they didn't, get across the 10-run situation until the top of the seventh. So obviously Grace gets there one more opportunity with the bats here. Riley McSherry is going to lead off for Totino-Grace, batting for Stika here in the number 7 spot. Leonhardt does re-enter to pitch the 7th here as expected for Champlin Park after they batted for her. There's a strike. McSherry, a sophomore, was 0 for 1 in their opener. Gets her first at bat here today, leading off the bottom of the 7th. Rip and a miss. Another swing and a miss, and down she goes. So McSherry out on strikes here to start the 7th. And Moxness will be the hitter. Another look at her to kind of chase one. It was actually probably right about the outside corner anyway. Moxness knocking it down to second. And the flip over there from Grun is in plenty of time. Moxness is out 4-3, 2 gone now. And Lauren Grabowski will be the hitter. That strikeout to start the inning was the 10th, by the way, for Leonhardt. There's a strike. Grabowski struck out her first time up. Both hitters in the 9 spot have struck out facing Leonhardt. And strike 2. Fights it off to stay alive. And there's a called third strike to end the game as Leonhardt will get the shutout in style with her 11th strikeout. Grace, no runs, no hits, no one left in that 7th inning. So Leonhardt able to hold them to 4 hits with the shutout. And as we said, 11 strikeouts for Riley Leonhardt. Rebels kind of broke this one open in the 3rd as they put 4 on the board there and kind of tacked on here and there along the way the rest of the way. So our final score here from Totino-Grace is Champlin Park 11, Totino-Grace nothing. I hope you've enjoyed this one here, our first softball telecast of the spring here on CCX.